Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for September 2020. This is for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Um, those are just intuitively guided, with maybe no Sagittarius in your chart. Welcome. Um, I just feel like the right people will show up. So if you're here, maybe don't even question why, because you're kind of meant to be. And, I was picking up on you guys. I feel like someone's got like this sinking feeling within them, and um, I feel like there's like healing of the mind available, but you have to ask for it. Like maybe ask for it. How calm my mind and this worry. And then what I was picking up is really for you to stop doing that and start realizing that there could be and there is and there always will be other avenues. Like maybe you're making a change in your life, and I feel like it. I feel like a lot of you are, maybe forced upon you, um, and I feel like it's something that you committed to, whether it be a person, a place, or a thing. Um, but it's almost like I guess the ties were cut, and so there goes what I've been doing or who I've been with or something like that for such a long time, and now what? Thinking that there are, that was it, you know, and messages to consider that there are other avenues, and there's other avenues to explore, and get creative. Like, get creative. Maybe you're meant to reinvent yourself at this time. And I feel like many people will, because I feel like the healing over the mind in particular, because I feel like the mind then blocks me. Um, but I feel like people realize that. So I think the message is, ask that be healed, but at the same time, be your Sagittarius self and put action into something. And I feel like you'll know what. All right, I'm just going to keep going because I'm feeling very open to you guys today. As many of you know, what I do is use tarot as a tool to help tell the story, your story and your message right through. I think tarot like triggers the mind. Okay, well, we've got cards popping all over the place. So we have the Seven of Cups, which, can certainly be that energy. And this is where, maybe you get to the point where you have to start making some decisions. But this isn't seeing the right path clearly. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a tough energy, I feel. Look at that. And then immediately we have the Eight of Cups. Wow. And it has definitely shown you walking away, making a decision, because you're heading right towards your ship. And it's funny, there is a treasure chest there full of coins. So, this means perhaps heading into a much more abundant period, whether that be emotional, financially, that type of thing. But, the Eight of Cups is through her own effort that it's almost like the ship appears. And I just feel like, what you need will be there along the way. It doesn't mean it'll be easy. The Eight of Cups is also about looking at our emotional house in the way as what am I hanging on to? It's just when you're in a really emotional time. Um, and I do feel like many having to make decisions, but ultimately I see that you do make that decision. We have the Queen of Swords, so potentially Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We better take 4 across. We have a lot of cards. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. And I was just, it's funny the Ace of Swords came out because I was thinking to myself, some of you, I feel like in some capacity talking or speaking um, perhaps about your experiences. And, it may be something you've already thought of. And I feel like this is about now taking action. Um, the Eight of Wands to me is also a little bit of chaotic energy. So we have some chaotic energy on the board. And, with the Eight of Wands, it comes in quick. It comes in fast. It may, boom, 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 boom. um, but everything changes. So, all right. We have the Three of Pentacles. Probably some of you who had to walk away from a job, I feel. We have the Four of Swords. There's your healing. It's funny coming over the Queen or coming under the Queen of Swords. She would definitely be about the mind. She would be the one of all the queens I would think of, the mind. I'm seeing that white owl, and to me that's a symbol of wisdom. The wisdom, speaking my wisdom, perhaps for some, and that may even help put you on a healing path much, much sooner. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. I feel like the Five of Wands is definitely your energy. And I feel like for some of you, like what you're going to communicate, what you're going to do, you may do readings like this. And I feel like for some of you, it is twin flame readings in particular. Like past lives. For some, we have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. So that's a new beginning. That's a passionate new start. But it's clear how it's showing you making a decision, walking away. And I feel like for some of you, walking away is symbolizing, like changing the way I've been looking at things. We have the Two of Wands. It is in reverse. Coming under the Four of Swords, I want to say I feel like many of the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're here. And you don't have to be an air sign, because this is really talking about her mind. The healing of the mind. And then, I feel like there's some people who are not trusting their own creativity. Almost like I'm refusing this fresh start, or I'm not ready for it. But nonetheless, I feel like it's kind of out of your control. Let's get your last card out. For some of you, this is about trust issues. And also, you know, with yourself. And I feel like it's about healing also. So, you know, it's those who need healed, you know, ask for it. Look at this. We have the Four of Wands, right? Four of Wands. And we have the Hierophant, card of Taurus, major arcana. Four of Wands is what you call the marriage card. And I feel like I feel like some of you were refusing, definitely refusing someone or something that may be right in front of you. And the reason why you're refusing it, I feel like, are the issues that we just talked about, like trust issues, that type of thing. You know, but there's this blessing I feel like it's coming over this energy. So this can be a future marriage, that type of thing. But yet, you know, I have also your energy in reverse right next to it. So this is almost like a no, right? No. But I feel like, you know, the reason it's no is because the healing has to take place. Because I feel like, right, you know, if you allow that to happen, then we start to have, I mean, here's a path that presents itself. It, you know, presents herself, and it's a path of your creativity, something unique about you that, you know, and perhaps it is on an emotional level, maybe a little bit of everything, I don't know. But nonetheless, I feel like, you know, I feel like you got to recreate yourself. And I feel like, but, you know, I feel at the same time like people saying no to these opportunities because, and why? Because you may not seem that way. You might have like a cloudy lens type of thing. Um, it's almost like here I'm saying no to a future marriage. So I don't know. Now it can certainly be a relationship, that type of thing, but it is about, you know, like-minded. And I felt that over here too, the energy of, you know, pulling in like-minded people. Some of you speaking about that, you know, to like-minded people. Okay, let's get, because we have so many cards, to get right into the clarifiers. And I'm going to use the Cosmic Tarot. We started with the Good Tarot. Look at that, Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You know, that's good news. It's new opportunities, really. It's new ways of making money. And even though it seems sometimes ridiculously hard, you know, where like, why do I have to go through what I'm going through? You know, I feel like time will tell. Time will tell, because I don't feel like anything is wasted. Um, you know, but I got to take a minute and allow myself to heal. You know, why? So I don't stop these opportunities, these blessings, these people. I don't stop them because, you know, I automatically go right to not trusting. The Hierophant is like also on the Seven of Swords, so, you know, it's about lifting that energy, you know, because the Hierophant is of a higher energy. And, yeah. I feel like some of you, like, you're moving into your higher mind, and don't block it. You know, don't block it. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Ten of Wands. You know, here's the good news is, first of all, I want to say the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is talking about if I'm going to do something on my own to create my finances. And I feel like it's through your creative house. Because now this Eight of Cups with Ten of Wands over it, that 10 is able, I feel like it's able now to come to an end. And that Ten of Wands is about heavy responsibilities that, are on my shoulders. Um, but how much of that did I put on my own shoulders also? It's a card, I believe, of Saturn. I could be wrong, but for some reason, I felt like I had to say that. But it can be that push and pull also. But anyways, I feel like, you know, once I do the energy of the Eight of Cups, which is just get my emotional house, in order, um, see what I'm meant to carry, what I'm not meant to carry, what am I allowing myself to carry, what needs to be healed. There's lessons, I feel like within Saturn, there's lessons. So, some of you, I feel like this time period will reinforce you and help make you stronger. Um, and more creative, I have to say, than I've seen for you guys in a long time. So this energy is definitely saying to take something that's been on your shoulders. Again, whether someone else put it there or you put it there yourself, thinking, for some, like, this is the only path, this was the path I know I was meant to take. Yes, maybe up to this point. And now, it's like a good movie. Something, we have what feels like the tragedy, and then we have the rebuilding. Like, we get to watch the character actually, like, rebuild themselves, right? Start from a weak state and just keep getting stronger and stronger. But it definitely is coming, like, the more you believe in yourself and what what you're capable of. I feel like it doesn't matter in what area. The more you truly succeed, I feel. We have two eights. Eights are about new beginnings. We have a 7 before the 8. The 7 is about spiritual completeness. So it may have, this time period may have pushed me into my spirituality, maybe deeper than ever before for some. But ultimately, you take that leap. We have the Two of Wands coming over the Queen of Swords. And that's beautiful. That is a change. That is a change in this Queen's mind from when we first began. This is someone who's looking at life now more optimistically. I don't know exactly what's out there, but I know that I can make now, and my future, I'm creating as I go. But this is about feeling more of the opportunities, feeling, even if they haven't presented themselves, it's energy, I'm open to them, right? I'm open to them. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Look at that, 3 eights. Some of you you might have had 3 major changes. There's 3 things, here all of a sudden I see that 3, like 3 things that have been on your shoulders. Why do I feel like I've already said that? Look at that. We have the Seven of Cups again. So coming over the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. I feel like, again, and it's me needing to make a choice, but everything that seems in front of me, either I don't trust myself, all relating to your emotional house and, the burdens that you've carried. And I feel like it's the clearing of that. And that is partly what the healing is. But, I feel like because we keep talking about the mind, it's realizing what your thoughts are telling you and censor them. Because we can certainly tell ourselves, the wrong thing when we're in that sinking type feeling. So, but nonetheless, I feel like, again, it's about kind of forcing your hand. And I feel like the Eight of Pentacles coming over the Eight of Wands is kind of, really strong energy, because it's saying whatever you focus on will grow quickly, and the person in the Eight of Pentacles is looking down at the Eight of Wands, and I feel like the Eight of Wands is almost like the rocket ship that it gets you going, right? But you got to focus upon that. So whatever you focus on is what you're going to grow. Um, but I do see for some the severing of ties of employment and that type of thing. But still, there's opportunity that will present itself. We have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles coming right under the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So, we have what feels like a couple here, or, potentially. This may also be, for some of you, the person who helps you out in some capacity. And I feel like it'd probably be in your financial house. Because I feel some of you questioning, this person, the Five of Swords. I feel like the Five of Swords right now is talking about your struggle, what feels like your struggle, what you've been struggling with. It's funny because, he's on the ground and it's in the position of a pentacle. So, but also swords with it. So, to me that's mind, and then also, like earthy type energy. But that's part of also what needs to be healed, I feel. Because the Five of Swords, like those swords aren't holding him down, he's holding himself down. But he's doing it in the position of the sword, so more or less, like, put the blame upon the sword. And the sword's like, wait a minute, I'm not even touching you. So, you just got to figure that out and then let that go. Five is about change. But again, it seems like once I feel like you're in a very mental and emotional state, and you're about to move into a much more optimistic and abundant time. But your focus, it has to be your focus, right? It has to come from you. It has to begin with the energy of starting to believe that you can do something. And, that can even be like creating your own opportunities. Excuse me, some cards went. All right, we have the Prince of Wands. So, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, potentially. Can be of a younger time. When you see a prince, we have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Prince of Swords. And I feel like First of all, I want to say the Prince of Wands is very adventurous. Goes for the adventure. This is someone I feel like, and I feel like it's probably you, who may have had rises and, fails. But that's okay. It is going into the Nine of Pentacles energy, and that is about your own creative house, right? Your own creativity, and how you can, I feel like this is self-employment. Create yourself a business. And she's looking over at the Prince of Swords, and I often feel princes and princesses, they're still in the learning stage. Um, so, I'm looking at this Prince of Swords, like, what are you learning from this Prince of Swords? And he's between the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. But he's coming over the Seven of Swords. So for some of you, this could certainly mean someone from the past has put you in that energy. It's funny that these princes surround the Nine of Pentacles, almost like one saying, go for it, and maybe the other one not. Okay, we have the Princess of Cups, which is great news. She's someone who receives some type of offer. Something just as fast as I lost something, here's something else. And I don't mean that, it all happened quickly, but, I don't know. I just feel like, this is very good energy for you. She's coming under the Queen of Pentacles. So this is just someone who is open to receiving. Goes with the unexpected, because I feel like, again, this is energy that's not expected. But nonetheless, it's still some type of offer, right? Some type of communication, something. But it's something that I want. It stirs my imagination or something. Or that. We got the Ace of Cups coming over the Ace of Fire. Ace of Wands, which is great energy. The Ace of Cups is unconditional love. And that unconditional love comes down on you. And, I want to say also, I feel like this Ace of Cups comes in, again, when, you feel like you're still in the healing, you do, you feel like you're still in the healing stages, like, I can't go forward with something yet, I'm not really willing, but the energy around it, two aces coming over this Two of Wands, I feel is very strong energy, and, it's going to influence you, probably, persuade you more towards it versus away from it, whatever this is going to be. But this talks about energy that really you love being in. The Ace is the beginning, the potential of a beginning. But the Five of Swords is above that, so I feel like this Five of Swords is like the realization that maybe I'm keeping myself down. Why? Well, because I'm in some ways I don't trust that perhaps I can do something, or do it, create something out of this, and I feel like you will. Look at this. We have the Chariot coming over the reverse Two of Wands, so that's great news. And the Four of Swords, the healing process. Yeah, this is balanced energy, and So this almost denial of this avenue um, seems to start to turn around. There's the Queen of Swords again. And look at that, the Queen of Cups. And that's exactly what I felt for you, you guys. I felt like these are the two energies that you're in. You're in the Swords and the Cups energy. And you need to get back to, and I feel like you, even if you're not Sagittarius, like it's like you got to get back to that fire energy. Um, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's about saying yes, opening yourself up to opportunity, at least for like ideas. You may be getting ideas and then you shut them down. But I feel like because, and I feel like that I am creating this, not for everyone, but in a time of struggle. Um, but this struggle can come to an end. That's the thing. So I love that the chariot is balancing that energy for you. And I feel like that moves you into the Prince of Wands energy, which is, he's very adventurous, especially when it comes to, well, in all areas. But he's looking right at the Nine of Pentacles. So, I feel like this is about someone who may start a business of some form. And I do feel you'll be successful. But again, I have to, if I look at the energy above it, it goes through the Three of Wands into the Eight of Pentacles. So it's about me staying focused and optimistic about my future. Even though I feel like, is it easy? No, no. But is, the energy for some of you that you're in right now that maybe you keep yourself trapped in, is that easy? That's not easy either. So it's like, which do I swap out? And, it's funny because when that Four of Swords first came out, I felt like this is just like an energy you stop in for a minute, get healed, almost like you get plugged in, and then released. So maybe you get recharged. Interesting. You get recharged. Something gets recharged. And that is, after that, it's just like opportunity awaits. Hmm. And don't be, think about your own struggle and how you can use that to help others. Because I feel like for you, that may be a big thing. Taking your own struggle um, and then helping others with theirs in some way, communicating about that, right? But I feel like, you have to get yourself to the awareness of being able to do that. Start at the beginning, but I feel like even starting at the beginning, I feel like energy is very fast behind it. So I feel like it grows very quickly. It's almost like your optimism is fueling the fire. So trust yourself, work on that. Some of you, I feel like, it is about perhaps a new start in love. And I feel like, for a while it's been no, 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 no. And I feel like it's just saying, because I feel like you've been coming out of your fear house. And now, because your energy's changing, right? If you allow it, if you allow it, energy is going to change whether you allow it or not. But whatever you focus on is what you're going to grow. So keep that in mind. Like, you can't hold, it's like trying to hold gravity back until you're ready for it. And the rest of us are like, whoa, wait a minute, So think about that. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Because I feel like, I just feel like that is the message. And I feel like this healing over again, your emotional and um, mental energy is clearing. It's definitely clearing. You know, you got very powerful energy down here, these two aces. And next to it is very soulmate type energy. And it doesn't have to just mean in a lover. Um, so I want you to know that. Like, I feel like you're moving into that type of time period too, where, you know, maybe some of you, as you venture out and begin, you start to meet people like, you know, people who need your, who some way you're helping them. Um, you know, and then they're grateful. So just trust in yourself, you know, center your thoughts a little bit, um, drop what you can drop. And I feel like, and then just move back into your natural energy, which is, you know, Sagittarius can hold themselves. I don't, how do I say this? Because I don't want to insult you. But it can, you know, it can be very fiery energy, and that can be alluring, but it can also be scary, right? For us who maybe don't match that energy. Um, and I don't even know why I'm saying that, guys. So maybe someone's supposed to look at that part of them. You know, when does it come to an end? Well, when I now allow it to come to an end. You know, it's reminding me of Faith, my granddaughter, who's a Sagittarius, and you know, I just love her energy. But when she's very stubborn, when she thinks that she's right, whether she's right or wrong, she doesn't back down. And you know, but I can see, like, I can picture how she's going to be in the future, and you know, I feel like she'd have, excuse me, like great energy of helping others. So for many of you, I feel like it's just what you're meant to do naturally. And just because a journey has come to an end, though it's hard, don't think that, you know, there's not other avenues. And I feel like there's maybe more than one. So I don't know. All right, guys, I love you so much. I hope this reaches who it needs to reach because I feel like it's a real change of energy, and that energy then becomes quite abundant. You know, this the Nine of Pentacles talks about success, and you have a lot of sword energy around that. So I do feel like, you know, um, it's like how you think type of energy, and I feel like once, you know, if it's in a lower type energy, it's more like the fearful type energy, the not trusting, the doubt type energy. But the other end of that is the positive, optimistic type energy, the go getter. So, you know, wherever I put my energy is how I'm going to grow it. Is what I'm going to grow. What is going to appear in front of me. And you know, you have two beautiful aces down here. Very strong energy, and I feel like it kind of like overpowers you, but in a great way. In a great way. So maybe you start to see this opportunities, and you start to realize, it gives you a sense of comfort that, you know what, yes, I can always recreate myself, right? We're always shedding. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you so much. Thank you, as always, for supporting my channel. I'm forever grateful for all of you. You know, those who've been with me from the beginning, you know, I've had tremendous growth through the years. Tremendous growth. And it really started when I really had to trust myself. That what I was receiving was meant to come out. You know, because I'd be like, wait a minute, is that just my own opinion? Um, and it maybe, I don't know, maybe it's tainted, I don't know. But nonetheless, I feel like I've had tremendous growth. And it's helped me, my spirituality really grow. And, you know, I started to trust and then make major changes in my life. So here we go again. All right. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye bye.